How's it going, y'all? It's Jeff, and here we go with One Piece, and I'll say this is the exact escapism I need right now because our politicians taking a page out of Vegapunk Good's notebook is just nasty work. And so with that in mind, yeah, Vegapunk Good is out, Stella's locked up, and York is the one who is like seemingly, I guess, behind all these shenanigans. And so that just raises a ton of questions. Like, for one, she drops that she's going to become a celestial dragon, and so it kind of makes sense when you consider that she's the greedy one of the bunch, that she's, you know, I guess, like, I didn't realize it was that deep with her, but yeah, it makes sense that she might be the one to, you know, do this betrayal. And along those lines, it makes me think, like, because I feel like she's probably not like the head of all this, and so who is she reporting to, right? That's what I have in mind. But I don't even think we're going to focus on that right now. I think we're going to do Shanks and Kid, which is like, the only thing I know about this match is the top comment on the preview was like, it had the word clash from the title in parenthesis, so I think it's probably going to be pretty one-sided, I would assume, with Shanks. So yeah, I think it's just crazy. Crazy stuff, crazy world. Let's get into it. We got widescreen. It's already real cinematic. I know a lot of people were really hoping that like Ishitani was going to work on this, but I don't think. Actually, I'm positive she didn't, or else I'm sure I would have heard about it. Whoever did, though, wow, already. Wow, they really made that sequence stand out. York commanding the Seraphim army. I truly do not think she's working alone, though. I would not think... Okay, York is also on the hit list? She just wants the soundboard. This is wild. I would not have imagined that York had all of these layers to her. Like, they really made her seem like the most airheaded character this entire arc, and now she's all like this. Now she's just this evil mastermind. Here I was like, wow, the Vegapunks and the Straw Hats are getting along so well. Wow, that was a great transition. I'm just like, put on a show. Oh, I was thinking, I don't know why I thought that they had multiple of her. That was wrong. She just planned this out. So now I'm like, do the other Vegapunks have this sort of, I guess, underhandedness to them, or? He's just been like bleeding out. Sentamaru's just been like bleeding out this whole time. And part of the reason I ask if any of the other Vegapunks have something else going on is because I saw Lilith trending. That's it. I did not click that tag, but I'm just like, I get my heart. New world, baby! I love this grungy crew. Kid is grungy, his crew's grunge. I can see all these guys working at Chipotle. Man, Egghead's budget is like going into Kid's cape. Follow me even if it means death. They're on board with that, I guess. Who is this? Who's announcing this? Frog toes. What? That was way too fast. Is this Shanks' crew? No, this can't be. I'm confused. Okay, they're allies. Oh, it's kind of epic. Like, Luffy, he made himself a whole, like, back in Dressrosa, he got himself a whole army of people. I guess Shanks has a whole, like, army, too. The D's are diplomats. The hype behind this episode has been very, very high, so... I have to see. Is it post-eye catch? The suspense. So is Shanks just trying to do like harm reduction? It actually looks like a pirate. The cuddle pile. All the near consecutive Shanks episodes that we're getting. Can't believe it. With the OG OST, this feels so grand. He's so loved. I can really see where Luffy gets it. Like just the way that like crowds just swarm him. I love you. Ouch. I feel like, is that just his way of trying to get them to stay away from Kid? Seems like Shanks is trying to get out of there in a hurry, but not because he's like scared. I feel like it's just like harm reduction. Like I guess he cares about these people too, probably, and just doesn't want to blow their whole island up. Blow Elbap up, I guess. So wise. I almost forget that Shanks made a cameo in Wano. But Blackbeard's a kidnapper now, of all things. Who? Blackbeard? I'm a little too caffeinated. Kid's like, this is war. I'm gonna dismember my whole ship. Oh, the energy shifted. Here we go. I honestly think... Whoa! All of these attack names are so hype. I would honestly love to see Frankie and Kid, like, be buddies. Like, I don't think those two have ever even really chatted. Maybe it would be redundant, but you know, seeing stuff like this, I guess it could have been clear in Wano, but seeing it here too just makes it so obvious. Like, Kid has such an OP devil fruit, like. Oh. Even Shanks looked taken aback. That's... Whoa! Yo, if you think about this, Kid is really like... Kid is a killer. These people all could just... There's a ship about to follow these people. He has killed these people! Man, I feel like he's still off that like Kaido freaking adrenaline right now. He's still on that Wano high. I really almost feel like he did all that just to break Shanks' spirit. Okay, yeah, so you can really kind of see why Shanks was trying to avoid this ish. What is that? Like, forget the type of hockey that is, but he's got that kind of curry. So he saw the island getting blown apart. What is that? Oh my god! Was that Shanks's... Was that a devil fruit? No. What? Kid got punked! Shanks did pretty much more in one, or just about as equal in one, like, than Kid did with an entire cannon. Man, Shanks looks like the Grim Reaper right now. He's having a life flashing before his eyes. Is that, outside of Film Red, is that the first like attack we've ever seen Shank use? Not just like hockey, but like an actual straight up attack. And what is so wild about that is that seemed like a level 1 attack for him. Like that seemed like nothing. Maybe it was more than that, and he just made it look easy. That's actually really crazy to think about. Like I can't even tell what tier attack that was. Because he made it look so easy, but the destruction. I absolutely do not think Kid would die. Shanks is not a killer. Did Shanks leave him? Did Shanks leave him there? Oh my gosh. Shanks. They just made the Shanks lore the Shanks. Oh, he's still on the ship. God, Shanks ain't gonna do it. But they just made the Shanks lore, the Shanks hype, the Shanks everything that much deeper. Folded like lawn chairs. Never seen this side of Shanks before. And even puts into perspective like what Shanks could have done to those bandits in episode 4 who spilled the booze on him if he had half a mind to. Like that, if this man, like... It's almost just overkill now. Are Tori and Brogy gonna... That's a little bit kind of like what Shanks said in episode 4 too. If you point a gun, better be ready to use it because... Isn't that Big Mom's thing? Oh, it's from the Giants! It's from the Giants! Oh! 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 And the fact that this was like after they were like begging for mercy. Is this the type of stuff we're gonna have going forward? Because I can't. Destroyed, obliterated, eliminated, annihilated. That seagull, he's traumatized. Oh, that was slick! What a dank piece of cinema that was. I feel like I can only imagine how quickly that probably went by in the manga, because that was not even Toei could stretch that out. The actual like climax of that, not even they could stretch that out, but like more than a couple minutes. So I just feel like the way they padded it with the beginning of the episode, just to build up the suspense until actually like the climax when Shanks just completely obliterates them, and then Dory and Brogdon come in to put the icing on top of the cake with all of the like artistic choices and creation. I'm literally like, I am blown away. It felt like almost like a return to form to like the Wano days, where it was just like, it just was like movie after movie after movie. So it's like, if this is the type of things that we're going to have to look forward to, I just don't know what to expect. Like, it just, oh god, it's so amazing. But it definitely feels like, as far as Shanks getting the road poneglyph, I don't know, like, I feel like we were really kind of setting it up for him to be in the like one of the final bosses for, you know, Luffy and crew, because it's really interesting and cool. I always love when we get to see like glimpses into what's happening behind the scenes, like whether with Kid or Kobe or you know, Shanks obviously, and we're getting so much of that in this arc. Like what's going on in the wider world of One Piece, it just makes the world feel even that much bigger. So we see Shanks making motion and making these moves, and he's like really headed toward the One Piece. Like right now, it's I feel like, yeah, there's a very good chance that he's going to be, you know, last 3 or 5 people fights of this whole series, which I think is insane. So yeah, it's just blown away by this. So whether or not that breaks Kid's spirit for good, I mean, I would not even blame him. I think that means he's gotten punked by Shanks twice now. So I just would not even blame him for tapping out after that. But if I had to assume, we probably maybe see him again at some point. I mean, he's in the opening, so he probably will. That's probably not the last we've seen of him. So yeah, and then next week, we're maybe going to get back to, we're going to see Kobe, I think, next week. So that's going to be, I feel like that's going to be full of surprises. So yeah, until then.